Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be explaining to you how the judgment of the Amalekites is justified. Now, this entire thing occurs in 1 Samuel 15, and specifically in 1 Samuel 15:3, and this is a common argument made by atheists. The verse goes and says, "Now go and strike Amalek and devote to destruction all that they have. Do not spare them, but kill both man and woman, child and infant, ox and sheep, and camel and donkey." So obviously at first, this seems like an immoral action, right? God is literally commanding specifically that child and infant and ox and sheep and camel and donkeys to be killed, right? Let alone with the women and children and the men, right? But this actually isn't immoral. And let me explain. What did they do to deserve judgment? Well, firstly, in Exodus 17, specifically 8 through 16, the Amalekites attack Israel completely unprovoked, right? They've just done the Exodus, they've escaped Egypt, and now they're walking through the wilderness, and Amalek comes and starts attacking them completely unprovoked, right? That's already a huge problem, because obviously attacking a group of people unprovoked is just not okay. And then they continue to attack the Israelites, for example, in Numbers 14:45, as well as Judges 3:13, and they take possession of the city of palms, as well as in Judges 6:3-5. And when Israel is planting the crops, the Amalekites come, destroy their crops, and attack Israel for no reason, completely unprovoked. So already we get a consistent theme where these people are continuously attacking the Israelites for no reason whatsoever, and these attacks are completely unprovoked. And they specifically attacked Israel at their weakest, when they had just escaped. They're walking in the wilderness. They had nothing, right? So God makes this promise all the way back in Exodus that he would utterly blot out the Amalekites, right? Now, you need to understand something about what it means when God makes these kind of promises. So Ezekiel 18:23 says, "Have I any pleasure in the death of the wicked, declares the Lord God, and not rather that he should turn from his way and live." God has no desire just to kill people, right? He desires that these people that do wicked things to turn from their ways and come and live with him, right? And when God's making these promises that he would bring judgment, right, these aren't absolute. They're contingent. Now, what are they contingent on? Well, if these people turn from their ways, they aren't going to get killed. For example, Jonah 3 with Nineveh, Rahab in Joshua 2, Ruth the Moabite, etc. These people were parts of groups that were supposed to be judgment be brought down on them, and then they turn from their ways and they're spared, right? That's an aspect of what God's promises are when he brings judgment on people. Now, the Amalekites, they did not do this. Being given over 400 years to change their ways, over 10 generations, they continue not to change their ways. They continuously attack Israel and murder them, destroy their crops, seize their possessions, etc., right? So after 400 years of being given grace and the opportunity to change their ways, God finally carries out his judgment and blots out the Amalekites. Now, obviously, this is the genocide because they show up later in the book, but the entire point is 1 Samuel 15, and specifically the commandment in verse 3, is justified. The Amalekites had ample hundreds of years, over 10 generations to change their ways. They didn't. They continuously attacked Israel. They are well aware of the presence of God. This is just after Moses literally split the sea to cross when they first attacked. They understand that this God exists, and they continue to live in their wicked ways. They were warned, and they were ultimately judged out. And obviously, this is a just judgment. They were given ample opportunity to change their ways. God doesn't have any pleasure in killing them, but ultimately, at some point, after all these hundreds of years of being given the opportunity to change their ways and not live in wickedness, they didn't take that opportunity and they were blotted out. So this isn't just some random genocide that comes from a tyrannical God. It's a just judgment that's brought down after being spared and shown mercy for hundreds of years. Thank you so much for watching. My TikTok's at BugLovesAll. I'm live on TikTok and YouTube during the weekdays. Come join if you have questions or want to debate. I appreciate if y'all liked and subscribed and commented any suggestions for future topics. My Discord is in the description of this video if you do want to join it and discuss there, ask questions, etc. And Christ is King. Thank you.